Boga, 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 boga. I'm back! Good evening. I'm Papa Gloria. What did he do? Just tell me. What oopsie did PewDiePie do to drag me out of my retirement? I thought I was done. I thought he'd just move on playing Minecraft. Unbelievable. What did he do? He tried to donate to a charity. Oh, what? Oh, that's bad. BBC posted PewDiePie cancels 50,000 donation to anti-hate group. I messed up. Great title, BBC. Very nice. Here's what actually happened. Oh, we're back at it again, aren't we? I'll explain the full context really quickly. For my 100 million reward video, I wanted to donate to a charity to celebrate hitting 100 million subscribers. And I thought a charity that is against racism and anti-Semitism made sense to sort of put an end to a lot of bad chapters in the past that are way overspoken about, and it's just boring me at this point. But the internet started freaking out because they were like, why are you donating to this charity? This charity celebrated you losing your position with Disney. This charity has also done other things that are kind of questionable and worth criticism. And it's almost like it was taking a way bigger stance than just wanting to stop racism and anti-Semitism. It became way more than that for a lot of people. And the more I looked into the charity, and I don't want to go into the specific of why. I don't think the charity is as bad as everyone says. But at the same time, it just didn't make sense for me to donate it to it. So I said, I'm gonna still donate just to another charity with the same idea and the same intent behind it. Just another charity. If you have a recommendation, I would love to hear it in the comments, by the way, because I am still donating, okay? But of course, I mean, I knew it was gonna be taken badly, but the headlines are just amazing. First, BBC, of course. I really liked the addition of the quote, I messed up. Kind of be like, as if I was saying, oh, I messed up for trying to donate to this anti-hate group. How could I try to stop hate? Oh, what a mess up. Like, BBC, seriously? And then Twitter, PewDiePie retracts $50,000 donation to Jewish anti-hate group. How could he? I'm still gonna donate! Now, the craziest part about this whole thing hasn't even been addressed yet, which was the sweater I wore. Twitter lost their mind over the sweater I wore. Which was one of those things that at first was kind of funny, and then it's just spiraled into something like, okay, this is just messed up. Like, what's actually wrong with people? So some people took this sweater as a way for me to symbolize to Nazis that I'm a Nazi. This is how people think. I'm not even like, this is not even a straw man. This is what people think. That cross, people were very sure that was a Nazi cross, and people started attacking me because of it. Never mind the fact that it's Georgian characters literally right next to it. Never mind the fact that I've wore it many times before on my channel, and the only time I've seen people comment about it has been Georgian people with excitement. I don't think about what I wear that much. I didn't even know about the Iron Cross. I think I heard something about it, but I don't think about these things. I don't care about these tiny Nazi references. Like, it's just crazy. Twitter even had to update the whole thing to clarify that the symbol was actually not a Nazi cross. What? He didn't wear a Nazi outfit? And even then, a lot of people were saying, like, the German cross is not necessarily Nazi thing in general, but that was not even what it was. The cross in Georgia is a very important symbol. It's literally used in their flag. And the brand I was wearing, Vetmons, is anything but a Nazi brand. And a lot of people will be like, oh, he doesn't care about Georgia. I've been like, I've spoken about this brand before. I really like this brand because they do a lot of dumb stuff, like having a sweater that's inside out. How quirky. But then also doing serious stuff, like the designer is from Georgia. He did this collection to bring attention to what it was like growing up in Georgia during that war-ridden period. It was funny seeing people retract their initial statement about this as well, like, oh, actually, I found out it's a Georgian cross and not an actual Nazi cross, but he's still an idiot for wearing it. I mean, now we're talking at least. Like, that's a fair argument that I can actually agree with. Like, if people think it's irresponsible of me, and maybe I should know more, sure. Like, that's criticism I can actually take. But to blatantly just say, he did this because he's a Nazi. It's the dumbest thing ever. And all these people retracting their statement about it, it's almost the same thing as me retracting my donation because I didn't find out all the information yet. What? Crazy how people do that. Except I'm not calling anyone horrible things. It's ridiculous. I want to point out, I think both ends of the extreme are complete lunatics, delusional. You know, Nazis that think I'm trying to signalize to them by wearing a Georgian sweater, you're idiots. And the opposite of people trying to pinpoint me as a Nazi to make me some sort of villain, you're idiots too. And me, for wearing something that could be referenced, although it was completely not in my mind at all, makes me an idiot too. We're all idiots. Congratulations. You know, it's the exact same thing that happened a few months ago when, same thing, you know, I was trying to do something nice. This time I was trying to donate to a charity. And then the other time I tried to give a shout out to a bunch of smaller channels. I thought that was a good idea. And then, what was it, like 30 channels? And then one of them had like this super edgy joke hidden into it. Like 40 minutes into the video, and I said, I like this channel because of anime reviews. Whatever. And then headlines. PewDiePie gives shout out to hateful anti-Semitic YouTube channel. And the whole crowd just goes, see? I knew he was a Nazi. This is evidence. Because people just read the headlines or take it the way they want to. But when you understand the full context of what happened, it's always switched back again to, oh, well, he should be more responsible. That was not your initial argument. Your initial argument was that I'm a Nazi. He wore a Nazi cross. He's a Nazi. Oh, well, he's really responsible. Oh, he gave a shout out to a Nazi channel. He's a Nazi. Oh, he didn't? Oh, well, he should be more responsible. I don't have a PR team. And even if I did, I'd probably get things wrong anyway. I'm always at the end between these people. I'm either the smartest person ever or the dumbest person ever. I'm a saint or I'm a devil. I'm neither of these things. I'm just a normal guy. That's it. I don't think about what I wear that much. Yes, maybe I should, but I'm in a very unique position. There's no one ahead of me. I don't know what I'm doing. Help me. But what I do realize is that I'm not apologizing to these lunatics anymore. Whatever side you're on, I don't like you. I made edgy jokes like, what is it getting on? 3 years now? I haven't done it anymore. But I keep getting roped in based on conspiracy level theories. And yeah, I'm not apologizing for that anymore. This is so stupid. Next news. I feel like I need to make an update with the whole Pro Jared thing as well. It happened during my honeymoon, and Pro Jared uploaded finally a response video saying, "You've all been lied to." For those of you who don't know the full story, I covered this on my channel, so I feel responsible to give an update at the very least. Pro Jared was first alleged to have cheated on his wife, and people started posting clown emojis. And then he came out that by two people, that he had solicited nudes to minors. A lot of these nudes came out as well, and it became a whole thing. You know, he was ridiculed, and he lost over 100,000 subscribers. It was pretty interesting how closely it happened to the whole James Charles things as well. Now, Pro Jared addressed these two claims about soliciting nudes. The first person had no actual evidence of interacting with Pro Jared, and Pro Jared's response was basically,
so all we have to go on is his word. And in an instance such as this, where he has no evidence, my word is just as valid as his. And here's the thing with that. I don't remember ever talking to this person. None of what he claims sounds familiar to my memory at all.
Okay, you know, it's not evidence, but if the one making the allegations doesn't have anything at all, not even a single bit of conversation, then yeah, it's not really worth much either. And what we had heard in previously from reports was that one of the people making the claim said, quote, "He knew I was 16. Now, Pro Jared had actual evidence showing that that wasn't true, and the very first thing that they spoke about was that he lied about his age.
Our messages, you would have seen where Charlie lied.
So he did say he was 18 at least. It's a very long video. You should watch it if you're interested and you followed this thing. And then finally about the claims about him cheating on his wife. Here's what he said.
And quite frankly, none of that should matter. Breakups happen. Sometimes relationships don't work out. And anything to do with that is none of your business.
I agree. You know, when this video came out, a lot of people were really angry at me. They're like, you need to update what happened. I'm like, wait, what? I thought I took a pretty neutral stance on the whole thing. So I went back to check what I said. You know, I covered this on my meme review, and this is what I said. It's worth mentioning. We haven't fully heard Jared's side of the story. And a lot of things are bothering me about this whole thing. There's a lot of puzzle pieces that don't really make sense to me. I don't think both parties are completely blameless here. But that's for Poppy Gloria to decide in her video. That's probably coming up tomorrow. And in Pew News, this is what I said. Now, Jared confirms what I already had suspicions about, which was that they were in a polyamorous marriage. An open marriage, a multi-marriage. I don't know how it works. And she's the one that asked Jared to be in this type of relationship. And she suggests that he should engage with other women, as she has done with other men. A lot of people aren't accepting this as an apology. People are saying, well, you still solicited nudes to underage fans. And again, we don't know if that's true or not. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, you get the point. There was allegations, but there was yet to be no evidence. The internet lost their mind over this pro Jared thing. I mean, I remember even me just saying this, people got really angry at me. Being like, how dare you defend this horrible person? He is the worst. And now that he cleaned up those claims, everyone's like, oh, how could you speak against him? And it's like, Jesus Christ, dude. The internet gets so worked up over these things. Not everyone, but most, I think majority of people don't think for themselves. They just go with the popular trend or whatever everyone else is thinking. Be like, oh, this person is bad and this person is bad. Oh, we need to do something about this. And then, oh, actually, oh, they didn't do anything bad at all. Oh, okay. And it happened like right after the whole James Charles thing, where everyone was so sure that James Charles was the worst. And then that whole thing got flip-flopped as well. And it's like, and there's been many instances of that I haven't even reported as well. It's like all these ideas are like diseases that are just spread. And I don't like it. And it's part of the reason why I stopped doing Pew News, because I hate playing it into all this drama that it doesn't mean anything. Like, there's been so many things happening while I haven't been doing Pew News, and I can't even recite one of them because it doesn't matter. Everyone forgets about it a week after. Like, no one should actually spend their time caring about these things. It's a waste of time. I don't want to spend my life caring about these things. Trust me, I'm doing you a favor by not doing Pew News. You don't need to know about these things. They're not important. Now, I don't know if Pew News is closed indefinitely. I am going to return to my retirement, but I'll probably be dragged back the next oopsie that PewDiePie makes. Thanks for checking out the merch to support my retirement. And I see you gamers never. Poppy Gloria out. What? You haven't tried Tuber Simulator seriously? After 50 million outros? Maya! Shh. Maya! God damn it! Maya! Hey. Come here. Just down. It's still relevant. Just download it.